of stuck here. The cops won't bother me. A YouTuber commented on my channel. He's debating between a st1300 or fjr1300. So one of the things that, and I've had both bikes, so you know the problem is when you go to a forum and like stowners.com or fjrowners.com and you ask which bike is better, they pretty much always tell you the bike that they're riding is better. And I think that's one of the reasons. You can't really rely on people, but since I've had both, I kind of feel a little bit impartial. You know, I did sell the SD and I love the SD. I think looks wise with the bags, the SD looks better than the FJR, but they are about similar prices to run. You know, one of the questions is what the ownership is on both bikes, and both bikes are similar. In a way, I do like the engine on the SD a little bit more. It's smoother. Also, keep in mind that the SD is heavier. It's a heavier bike, but like this NC, the heavier bike actually handles better. And I know it's relative, but the SD in corners handle better, I think. I used to lead group rides with, you know, of sport bikes, 20 sport bikes, and I was always the leader, but I never had an issue like keeping up or anything. I really think the SD is a better value, also because of the cool V4 sideways engine that it has. It tends to hold its value a lot better. You can get SDs with high mileage for very low money, and that's what I would do. I would get a low mileage or a high mileage SD, because even with high mileage, let's say it's 50,000, it's still a bike that will hold its value. So I think all of these bikes are excellent. The FJR, you can't go wrong with it because it gives you a good value. You know, you can get them for $3,000 as opposed to the SDs, you know, 5,000 or 6,000. So when it comes to that, it feels like you're getting a much better value with the FJR. And those are both SD and FJR are extremely fast, but the early 03, 04 SDs had problems with a high-speed wobble. So always be on the lookout for that. Normally, you want to avoid the ones that have a high-speed wobble. I mean, imagine 100 miles an hour and it's wobbling. Like, that's not what I want on a bike. You know, I want a bike that will be high, like really good at high speed, because it's a high-speed bike. It's one of these bikes that's just meant for cruising asphalt throughout the entire world. And it's so comfortable. Both bikes are extremely comfortable. The SD also had even the early ones had a 3-position seat height, so I really like that about it, because I like bikes that are like higher off the ground than normal, and the SD gave me that. The FJR doesn't. I was a little surprised, because they could easily engineered something to give me a little bit of that. I might go through the city. Kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me.